Can you just start from the beginning again? Sorry about that.
Yeah, so okay, let me just go back. So
Okay.
the way things that are working right now is, you create a post, you add files under the facility
Right.
permits or well license permits. These are files basically that are uploaded in WordPress
Right.
already,
Right.
right? So we want a way to first ask money from the client to, let's say we define, let's say $2 to download a file, right?
Right.
So we just want to make sure that this redirects to a payment gateway.
Right.
So I just click on download and it opens a payment gateway,
Right.
which is a test mode right now, because it's not in production. Once we complete it, we can put it to live data,
Yeah.
right? So we can just put some data over here. I shared with Irfan, these are like random numbers
Yeah.
which are for testing purposes, right? So I'll just click on the pay, and once I'm successful, no, I don't want to save it. Okay, so once that payment is successful, it redirects me to a thank you page,
Right.
and after a few seconds, it just downloads a file,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So in order to achieve this functionality, what I am using right now is a Stripe payment gateway, which is basically a WordPress plugin. You can see the Stripe
Right.
checkout. This is the plugin that has all your Stripe accounts information,
Right.
including that. Your primary keys, your API keys, and stuff like that.
How come I can't like
So
when? Can you just go back on that? So if I go to that plugin, it looks
mhm.
there's no orders listed there, so I'd have to go to an admin page or whatever. Like you set it up to connect to Stripe, I guess. Correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so basically in order to see that data,
Go
you
to
have to go
settings.
to settings.
Right. Right. Okay.
See, there is these are some keys like API
Right.
keys which you are going to use to perform your Stripe gateway, because there are webhooks, and they are once the payment is successful, they are called on the success URL.
Right.
So these are like, as you can see, this is on the test mode right now, and this is your test secret key, publish key, live secret key, live publishable key. So these are like the keys that are linked to your Stripe account.
Right. Right.
I had your like Stripe account set up on this plugin,
Right.
right? So these are like success URLs, whatever these.
Okay.
Okay, so going back to that page again, just give me a second. I lost. Yeah. So in order to call that, I would say that that plugin that I show, which is called the Stripe Payment Gateway, we need to have a short code of that plugin. A short code is basically, you can you can say that it's a short web component that can be displayed on your WordPress site.
Right. Right.
See, this is a short code.
Right.
So uh, not WP Stripe Checkout version 3. This is basically, we are referring to that app or that component, which is the Stripe checkout, right? So on the name, I just simply put a test name, and the button text is download now, which is being shown on. Let me just open that live one as well. So in order to
So what? Yeah. So you're gonna have to because I'm not bad at WordPress, but I'm not an expert. So how'd you create the button? I guess that's kind of the first thing I need to take a look at there.
yeah. Okay, so you can see that text over here is
Yeah.
also download now.
Right.
So that short code is basically creating a component which is actually displaying a button on that
Right.
WordPress page,
Right. Right.
right? And the name of that button is button text is download now. You can change it like download product, download report, whatever you want
Right.
it to be,
Right. Right.
right? You can see a price parameter over here. This price parameter is basically, we have created a product in your Stripe account,
Right.
which is a test demo product. I believe I have shared some screenshot. I don't have actually access to your Stripe account, but this is a product that we are fetching from that Stripe account. Right. Yeah. So basically this is a demo product, a test product, because we are not actually using live data right now. So the next thing that is tricky is like you can use everything like whatever you want to whatever page you want to post it, you can use these parameters, but the second parameter, success URL, is a bit tricky one, because see, this is the URL page of the thank you for your payment page, and you can see a question mark over here. A question mark, whatever comes next to this question mark is basically we are passing it as a parameter. Right. So we are passing this file as a parameter. Once we receive that the payment success URL is basically when that Stripe payment is successful, we will redirect to this URL, right? So once we receive that the payment, we will be redirected to this page using this parameter. That file equals this, right? So this parameter is basically our Western Canadian pipeline permits file that we already have it in the WordPress, the way you upload it already.
So, Patrick, I think you will have to mainly, Hamza, can you scroll back up on the same shortcode? So when you, Patrick, create the button, you will have to, I think, include this file. For each new button, there will be a new file. The other text in the shortcode can remain the same if you don't want to change.
Okay, so I just need to understand. So the file, so if I go into Salesforce and I create a file, right now I just say, okay, download file, and then it displays there, like we see below in the facility permits. What am I doing to create that kind of that file equals 2023 Western Canada? I have to actually insert it into the page.
Yeah. So see, you
can you show him like how he will create that shortcode, like how he will go to that? So
yeah, I'll show that. See, you can see a facility permits headline over here, and you can see a +1. You can add a shortcode. See, you've been adding files from here, right?
Right.
You can simply just add a shortcode and copy everything from here till this file equals to. Right. Paste it over here. I missed that first bracket. Now, the rest of the URL we will get from this file. See, we can copy that link address. Let me just open a notepad. See, I have pasted this the URL of that file, right?
Yeah.
So what you can do is like you can remove this one from the uploads. Just remove it. We have upload /202302 Western Canadian facility. We just copy it simply. And we paste it in front of file equals to this one.
Hamza,
and
you don't have the upload in the above shortcode. You just have the file equal to 2023.
Sorry, my bad. Just remove that uploads.
Yeah.
See, this is just the file name that is already in WordPress.
Yeah, the file.
Okay.
So
that's just it. We have this file replicated over here. Western Canadian facility. You can just simply remove it from here.
So upload it, get the URL, and then put it into the shortcode, and then remove it.
Yeah. And now it will
one little hack would be. Yeah, please go on.
So it will now show up as a button, right? No, on the dump with the download button over here.
Yeah, it will show. Let me just quickly show you that. I updated that. I clicked on preview, and it's generating the preview. And see, this is the button that we just created.
Right.
So, Patrick, your uploads will be the same. It's just that you have to create a short code and then
a short code for it.
show up
Right.
to the person.
Okay. So what
Absolutely.
I guess, so if I so that's great. Okay. I can do that. So yeah, I can fool around with that. And then and do so I think what I'm going to do initially, like if you just go to say one of those preview pages, and I think I can one of the tabs that you already have open up at the top that I think is just kind of in a preview mode. I
Yeah.
don't know which
So
one
you
that
just
would.
have to update it,
Yeah.
and and it's already
Yeah,
published.
so just click the preview mode. I just want to just talk to you about something here. So yeah, and then so what I think I'm going to do initially is open that in a new tab so we can just see it. And so I think I'll just create a page, and then over on the side where it says products and services, like I know how to get to that in WordPress. What I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a page kind of for each one of the files, and then kind of publish or promote the products on the sidebar and just see how that works initially, and then be like, okay, so what I'm charging for is download lists of contacts, and and the contacts are organized in kind of like the concept of sales campaigns. So it'd be like, okay, download the list of facility engineers in the Permian Basin, which is an oil and gas area in Texas. And then so I'll have that on the side. People will click that. It'll redirect them to the page. I'll talk about it in the page, and then I'll have the button there, and then they can download the pay. Click on that, and then they'll end up over here. So
Yeah.
okay, that's
And
good.
after that payment is successful, it will reach to a thank you for your payment page like this,
Right.
and it will automatically download the file into their client browsers.
Right. Okay. All right. So I guess the question there. So I understand the file, and then so let's just think about it here for a second. If go ahead and click. Let's see what the landing page looks like again. It's a like I initially here. So right now we just have it as a test product. So I need to go into Stripe and actually build a production product, I guess.
Yeah. So first, I suggest is like you can create one or two download now buttons for yourself,
Right.
and see if it's working in the test mode. Once it started working in the test mode and you're satisfied with it, we can just push that to live data.
Okay, yeah.
And I'll show you how to create a new live product,
Sure.
which is in the production. And obviously short code will be changed a little bit, but I'll share that with you.
Okay.
And you can simply do that.
Yeah, what I think I'm going to do initially, kind of the first iteration, is I'll just go with one product in Stripe. So I might have like the landing pages. I might have 5 different landing pages with 5 different file download types. But just to make it simple initially, I'll just do one product on that side of it, and eventually I will change it to multiple products because obviously I want to see what's being bought. I mean the file. Who's buying what, and or we're not. Which is the product that's being bought the most. But just to kind of get it launched, I'll just start with one product, I think, and then I'll build that out as I go. So. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine, because you can if you want to change like prices of these products, we need to go to the Stripe and see this $2 is by default on that test product.
Yeah.
We can change that for different files, like according to the files, and we will just put those products in our Stripe gateway, not the gateway, in our Stripe account, and from that we will reference it over here, and I will show you like how you can change that short code to include that exact price over there.
Right. Okay. So as a side note, I guess you see where on this page it says well licensed permits, and I just have the link there. If I wanted, so I just file upload that. If I wanted to create a button for that, but not have it redirect, what is the process for that?
Redirect to where?
No, so like if let's say I don't want it to redirect, I just want it to download the file immediately. I don't want it to be Stripe, those types of things. I just wanted to create a button that in shortcode, and then I just wanted to put that file in there, but not include the Stripe thing. Just let people download it right now.
Like without paying anything?
Yeah, without paying anything. Yeah.
What would be that? Hamza, you can create that. Just go to create a button, and then we won't include the reference to the Stripe product right over here.
Yeah, for that, for example, if you want to, let's say, replicate this well license permits file, right? So you can just go over here, and I believe you can create a button from here. Let me search. You can create a download button over here.
Right.
And what it will do is you have to select that file. Where is it? Download button.
Yeah, I got you off guard here. So if you can't figure it out right this second, yeah.
It's fine. I actually did that first, but you can simply just put that link over there, and you can do that. I'll share that with you.
Yeah, just send, and you can just send it in an email. It looks nicer, and I think I'll move to that eventually here. But yeah.
So you want to replicate
correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, he just wants to have the button, but then instead of showing this, this link over here, he wants to have a button.
Yeah, I want it to look exactly like that, but just not have the the download, the code for Stripe and things like that in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, and no redirect to a thank you page. Just when you click it, the file just comes right down. So pretty simple.
Yeah, of course. If you're not receiving any payment, so we don't want to redirect to you to thank you for your payment page.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look into that, and I'll share it with you.
Okay.
That would also be similar, because you will just have to copy this email link, and I'll put a button over here, like the process to put a button, and you will just replace it with this current URL.
Right.
You don't have to go to remove the ones that are already there, because it will be a solid link. Simply.
Okay. All right. Well, that's awesome. Well, I think I've got enough here to kind of work on it this weekend. And then if I run into any problems, we can just touch base